This is not financial advice, it's just the wine talking.
Welcome back to It's Just a Wine. I'm your host, Gassia, and today we have our other host, Matilda Taline. And as our special guest, we have my sister-in-law, Alina Meterissian.
Welcome!
Thank you.
Okay, so what's one money habit that's had a huge impact on your financial life?
There's a lot of money habits that we could talk about. One thing I've always done, I've always paid my credit card. I have never left my credit card unpaid. So that's one thing.
Like the
I
whole
think it's
amount?
important. Yeah, like you know when the balance is due, I've paid it.
Like in whole?
But not in advance, not part by part. I wait till the last day, last day, and that's when I pay it.
Do you have automated?
Like I have alerts. You know, I have alerts that tells me, okay, it's time to pay 5 days before. So then I go and I pay. Yeah, like BMO does that. So
why do you have it?
No,
they send
but
you
BMO
sends you notifications.
Yeah,
they don't do it to me.
Yeah, actually, that's something I learned. One career path I didn't. One little thing I forgot to say. I worked at BMO at one point. That's something else a lot of accountants do. Funny enough, I don't know why. We all numbers. We go to find jobs with numbers.
BMO. What did you do at BMO?
Like I was a teller. I was still in university.
Okay.
And I had learned that.
Out you could,
yeah,
I didn't
it
know
was
that
a time
either.
where like online banking was becoming very like prominent and new, and like everybody was getting into it. And the only people that would come to the banks were old people. I'm not gonna lie, asking for a few dollars. But then I learned that there's alerts you can put. There's all kinds of things, and there's even budgeting sections where you can say I want to save this much, and then and when you put it in your savings account, it goes up. It tells you you're at this percentage of your goal.
Yeah.
So I do check my bank account a lot. I like to check it out. I like even when I don't do anything.
Or is it a good thing?
I just like to know what's happening.
No, yeah, me too. A lot of laid-back investors don't look at their portfolio all the time. Like, to me, I don't, like, in my bank account, there's $10. So, for me, a bank account...
But when I say bank account, it's because I have everything in one bank. You know what I mean?
So,
like, I don't do...
what's your stock?
Like, my stock is it's with Investorline, BMO. So, everything is like one-stop shop. Everything's there. So, I see my TRSAs, RRSPs...
why don't you switch to Wealthsimple?
I don't know. I like having everything in the same place.
It's in the same place.
At Wealthsimple.
At Wealthsimple, there's a checking account in there where you could keep your cash account that grows.
Wealthsimple, please sponsor.
Sponsorship here, huh? I mean, to be honest, I didn't know Wealthsimple had bank accounts. Like I knew it was for investing and all that stuff, but I didn't know they had debit credit.
It's fairly new, actually. It's been
like 10 years.
10 years?
Bank account?
I don't think so. I think it started with just stocks, investing in stocks.
Yes, you're right.
That's what I knew.
I thought the app.
No.
Sorry.
The checking account and all of that is fairly new.
The cash account, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I would switch to that. Is there an advantage? You tell me.
Yeah, your account, the cash value that's in your checking account is growing at an interest rate.
Oh yeah, there's interest on. And do I have?
And you don't have bank fees.
Yeah, but I don't leave money in my checking account.
Where do you put it?
Don't you
like, of course, a minimum amount for me to pay my stuff, but I have a savings account. I have my like in the stocks.
I know,
I put it in like.
What if you need to transfer somebody like $1,000?
Okay, like a minimum amount I will have, but
okay. Well, exactly. That $1,000 is gaining.
Transfer someone $1,000.
No, but I don't know. It's anything can happen. Somebody needs $1,000.
Sending your vendor.
You'll say it one day.
Look into the savings accounts at Wealthsimple and look if the percentage of the interest is higher than what you have now. Because
chances are they're higher.
I'm pretty sure they are.
Yeah. But is there fees? Like there must be fees.
They're absolutely. And if you withdraw money from any bank, like you withdraw money, they pay
whatever.
Yeah, they pay you back the fees. Like it's $4 or $3.
Oh, any ATMs?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. That's interesting.
Look into it.
The banks are not going to like you for this. You're telling me to move my money.
The banks are actually worried because of
they don't like Wealthsimple.
Because of tech banks like this.
Interesting. I will look into it.
Yeah,
I will.
And usually non-institutionalized banks, which means they don't have brick and mortar, like you can't walk in, have better interest rates. So just look into it.
Because they have to pay their expenses and all that.
Maybe it's gonna be harder to move your investments, but I'm pretty sure they could transfer. And if I think it's like, if it's more than an X amount, they'll even pay your fees for transfers.
Interesting.
So look into it. It's very simple to use.
Let me know if you want to refer.
Well, simple.
Refer code.
All right.
You guys are gonna fight against that right
No,
now.
I don't care. She can
What
take
was
it.
the question? Oh, investing habits or something like that.
Like a money hack, and
Money.
you said you
Credit card. I also like save my money. You know, like I don't spend crazy. Like I know when to spend and when not to spend. Cash flow. It's all about cash flow.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Do you have, or did you have a person that has been an influence on you when it comes to like your finances and how you handle them?
My brother.
Oh, yeah.
Let's start with the original, please. My dad.
I know, I'm joking.
Oh, wow,
I totally I'm your brother.
I got the joke.
You got the joke.
I got the joke. Fun guy, huh?
Yeah, he's the best.
Fun guy. Yeah, my dad, like my parents have influenced me. I've seen like the way he's done his things, and it was like, yeah, he influenced me. He told me what to do. You know, he gave me advice, like RRSPs. From a young age, I knew like you need to put money in RRSPs.
Shout out to Kevwork.
Yeah, Kevwork, shout out.
Which is super good because, like, shout out to my parents. They gave me everything in life, but financial literacy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's really good that.
So I think that's why I asked the question, because we can not relate to that in a way because our parents didn't teach us that.
Yeah.
And I kind of got that from what you were saying earlier, that your dad was an influence for you. And I think that's what I'm trying to be for my kids.
Yeah, you know, like it helps you grow from a younger age, whereas like you guys probably maybe learned it a bit later in life.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like my parents, also of course my brother, it's like my family, but friends too, you know, like my friends, they're kind of in the same like industry too. So I have accountant friends, lawyer friends, all kinds of friends. Like I'm not saying all the things, but everybody like kind of looks at finance. We all like we're not very
Your surroundings.
yeah.
So
Talking
it
about
has
it with
an
people.
impact.
This is good. You see, this is a great impact.
But this is what I mean. Like, I love that you ask questions, and because sometimes that's all we need to do. Sometimes I'm intimidated to ask my cousin for question. He's like super financially literate, but then I'm like, you know what?
Why not?
Let
There's
him-
no shame in
Yeah,
asking.
exactly.
Yeah.
And when I ask him,
But usually when you're asking,
Then you say like, why did I?
no, I'm just like, thank God.
That's
usually
you.
when you ask
Like,
when you ask the question to the right person.
Yeah.
So let's say you're asking her, she's asking our cousin. If you're asking the question to the right person, that person loves to talk about it.
That's
so, like,
true.
They're just gonna give
It's
you
yeah.
So
everything they can give you.
that's
You have to know
so
what to
true
ask, I
because
guess,
the
yeah.
first time I met my cousin, I found out that my cousin was so into this, he couldn't stop talking to me about it. And at that point, I was like, okay.
Yeah. Now it's like the topic of conversation like forever.
But like, yeah, it's really about asking the right person.
so, what is one financial myth you used to believe, but no longer do?
So we kind of talked about both. So when I was growing up, real estate was a big topic in my family. So I believe that buying real estate, it's the only safe way of making money. Which it is a safe way of making money. But there's also, you have to diversify. It's not only real estate. You have to diversify, like stocks, real estate. Talk to your friends. What are they doing? Just diversify so that your risk is balanced a bit. If something happens to one, like let's say
You have a
stock market,
backup.
you have the backup. So I think we shouldn't just focus on one thing and just learn about different things and diversify and go ahead.
Yeah.
Put your money in different things.
Thanks. Yeah, that's a really good advice because diversifying is important.
So what's your ultimate goal? Personally, professionally, financially?
I guess we could put all of that together, So I would say my goal would be to live comfortably and grow, slowly, without taking like crazy risks and losing money. Slowly grow your money and to be somewhere where I can keep up with my lifestyle without being scared. of not having money, not, you know, like being in debt or whatever.
Financial freedom.
Yeah, financial freedom. Financial freedom, comfort.
What does that mean to you?
What does it mean? Financial freedom.
What was it? Our question about the typical Tuesday.
Yeah, what's your perfect Tuesday?
That's good.
Yeah. Is this a trick question?
No.
What does...
Well, kind of close to
Tuesday.
this. Like, what would your perfect Tuesday be like to you?
I see what you mean. Okay. Perfect Tuesday. Let's say I worked, I come home, I have nothing to do. Like at home, you know, everything's ready, food's ready, house is clean. Nanny. Kids are taken care of. The kids I don't have yet, but you know, eventually, you know, like, and then I just sit down, watch TV.
Yeah.
Or I go out to eat. Why not?
Yeah.
If I want to do a Tuesday night 5-star
Taco
Michelin.
Tuesday.
No, Chippy Tuesday.
No, what cheapy Tuesday? Michelin star. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
Yeah.
Financial freedom.
Yeah.
Lifestyle.
But to be honest, even if you do have financial freedom and everything's good in life, and I still think you should be prepared for the worst.
Sure. Yeah.
Like,
you
that's
never know what
one
will
thing
happen.
What?
But I think that's how
Deep.
So deep.
it's part of, for me
it's part of
anyway, it's part of having financial
Yeah.
freedom is knowing that I'm good. Even if something doesn't go as planned,
that's
like
good.
that's part of my definition of financial freedom. It's not just like
You have enough
a moment in
savings.
time.
I know, but a lot of people get carried away with the
It's
moment
true.
of time.
Because as money
have-
grows, your lifestyle kind of goes with it.
Of course. It's
And
very
it's like
easy.
celebrities, you know, like they have these huge houses, but with all these huge houses, securities and all, it's expenses, you know, it's all expenses. They
You
have
know,
to keep up with
there's
their salaries.
There's a thing that says the 10th generation of a generational wealth will finish the wealth.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah,
Always be aware and be prepared for
can't
the
be
worst.
spoiled in life.
Yeah.
Gotta work for it. Yeah.
Wow. I never thought of it like that.
Because everything's okay, the first, second, third generation, whatever, but at the end of it, it's being handed to them, trust
Yeah.
funds, just
Yeah.
take the money and go. They have absolutely no financial literacy, so
Yeah.
they're gonna spend it on however and whatever they want.
They need conditions, you know.
I always think of it too, like if ever like I win the lottery, let's say $10 million.
Did you start playing?
Oh no, was it a trillion?
We are a full
Was it
circle.
a trillion last
Trillion.
time?
It was a billion.
Oh yeah, a billion.
I always talk to myself and I always say like, what would I do with that money? I don't know. I always say like what I would.
What would you
And what
do?
would you do? Yeah, what would you do?
Well, I would do a bit of everything. I would invest. I would enjoy my life a little bit. Buy a business. That's something I would do.
That is
buy
a
a
good one.
business.
Buy a business.
That's
A lot
yeah.
of work comes with that.
I know, but that's good.
You
no?
could hire people.
Yeah. Like my cousin, he's like 50 years old and he's retired because that's what he did. Like, let's just say, it's good. It's not. I'm not saying it's easy.
Yeah.
If you have the
Silent investor.
exactly.
Just give me the numbers, quarterly numbers.
Yeah.
And I go with it. Yeah.
So that's what I would do. We're off topic again, but
If you won how much?
10 mil.
10 trillion.
trillion.
10 million.
That'd be
I
nice.
think I would just disappear.
Yeah.
Buy an
I hope
island.
that
I would
for
move
you.
to Mars.
Mars.
I'll go on the spaceship.
For 10 minutes.
Oh, for 28 million. Yeah. The
Katy
I'm
Perry
definitely coming with you.
Yeah, fuck no, I'm not going on no space.
I would want to go.
No, it's okay. I'm good on
Why?
on Earth.
I'm good on Earth.
Anyways.
floor.
If you could go back and give yourself one piece of advice before starting, what would it be?
It's funny. I feel like a 50, 60-year-old. If you could go back in time,
I mean,
I've
you
only.
are-
We're gonna say the same thing. I'm only 30 now.
I don't know why you're laughing because now you're closer to 30 than you're 20.
Yes.
I'm not scared of it because I still look 18. So whatever. We've actually both of us, all of us. Sorry.
Back to the question. So
Yes.
one piece of advice that I would give before starting to youth, I guess, or to myself. Maybe like when I was at KPMG at the time, I was really going with the traditional path and traditional road. Maybe take more like risk and leave earlier. Like maybe I would have had more industry experience at a younger age.
Yeah.
And you know, like, you don't need to follow this traditional road. Like, you can do it in other ways. You can get your training hours in other ways. Like, you could figure it out, and you know, go with what, like, I didn't know at the time, but now I guess
It's because you follow.
Look into the options.
yeah.
So I think what you're trying to say, and correct me if that's not what you're trying to say, is you didn't know at the time that this could have been an option. Because you're following the traditional path, right?
Yeah.
But there's different things that we can do with different titles, different degrees, and you know, a lot of the time we just don't even look into it.
It's just because everybody follows that routine. You know, like you graduate, you have to like do your hours or whatever CPA people do. I respect respect to them.
School-wise, it's fine, you know, like that, nothing's changed there, I did it. But, you know, career-wise after, for your work, take more risks. And if you're not happy where you are, or not like, you know, you're tired, you're fed up of the work, go for it. Change, talk to people. People have connections, everyone knows people, like, just talk to people, bet on yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I find it's you need that connection. You have to like throw yourself out there, and I always believe in that. You should
Network.
start doing that. But yeah. Anyways, okay. Well, thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for coming.
We got to know you more in depth. Like as you know, I know you for like 6 years, but this was more like intimate. So thank you so much for coming.
Super fun.
Cheers.
And I hope you had fun as well.
And good luck on your financial journey.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So like, subscribe, comment, and share, and we'll see you next week.
Cheers.
Cheers.